I love nuts. Sounds funny. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video is going to be all about my top snacks of 2022. So I'm gonna give you guys my top salty and top sweet snacks that I ate the most. If you guys have been following me for a little bit, you will definitely recognize all these snacks because I talk about all of them on my channel, but I thought it'd be fun to do a little recap for the year to end off 2022, start 2023 if you're looking for some snack ideas maybe, and yeah, let's go ahead and go through them. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and let's get started. So I've been on a weight loss journey now for 2.5 years, almost 3 in April, and I have found so many different snacks that I really enjoy that are low point, maybe higher protein, just good options that work well for me on my journey. So I love sharing them with you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk through. I'll switch between a salty and a sweet, and I think I actually have one extra sweet, so I'm gonna start with sweet today. But starting with the first thing, this is one I found more towards the end of this year, but I've repurchased them so many times and they've just become one of my all-time favorite sweet snacks. That is True Fruit. So these are frozen. You'll find them in the freezer section. Usually I get them at Target, but I've also seen them a bunch of other places. My all-time favorite flavor is the raspberry. So raspberry and dark chocolate. What it is, it's pretty much just fruit dipped in chocolate that's frozen, but it is so good and it is pretty low point for the serving. So this serving for 1 ounce, which is about 4 to 5 raspberries, and they're pretty big. Actually, I'll just open this bag because I actually just finished my other one last night. But to give you an idea, this is what they look like. And it's just a frozen raspberry dipped in white chocolate, dipped in dark chocolate. So for that serving of 4 to 5 of them, it is 90 calories. It's got 5 grams of fat and 1 gram of protein, and it is 5 points on WW. The blueberries are also a really good option. They also have pineapple dipped in white chocolate. They have bananas and they have cherries. They have a bunch of different options. And like I said, they're in the freezer section and just one of my favorite sweet snacks. I usually just grab like 1 to 2 after dinner and it's like the perfect amount, but sometimes I'll also have a full serving or more. But it's a good sweet snack. I love dark chocolate. They do have some in milk chocolate, but I prefer the dark chocolate ones. Then going on to something salty, I talk about love corn all the time, but this is really one of my favorite salty snacks. It has been throughout my weight loss journey, but this year as well, I've purchased this so much. They have smaller bags on Amazon. This is one of their bigger ones that I can find at like Meijer or Woodman's. This whole bag is 5 points, but usually I don't eat the whole thing. Usually I have the smaller bags that are 3 points, but for 1 ounce of it, it's 130 calories, it's 4.5 grams of fat and 2 grams of protein. And it's pretty much like corn nuts. They are super crunchy. They're really flavorful. So they have barbecue, salt and vinegar. They actually have a vegan cheese one that's become my new favorite. It tastes just like really cheesy popcorn and it is so good, super, super crunchy and just a really good salty snack. So like I said, I like to order those off Amazon and the barbecue's probably my favorite, although the cheese is making its way up there. Then moving on to another sweet snack. So this is something that I started getting these at the start of my weight loss journey and I still consistently buy them every time we go grocery shopping. I have one almost every single day. And in the beginning of my journey, I would get the different flavors, but now I've pretty much just stuck to one, and that is the Fiber One brownies. And this is the chocolate chip cookie brownie. So for one of these, it is 2 points on WW. It's 70 calories, 2.5 grams of fat and 2 grams of protein. And it's just like a little square brownie like this. I like to just eat it plain. A lot of times it's what I'll have before I work out because it's something in my stomach, but nothing like too much. And I like the taste of it. And it's just a good sweet snack. They remind me almost of just like chewy Chips Ahoy or something. I swear they taste very similar and have like a good soft texture to them. They have a bunch of other flavors, but the chocolate chip is definitely my favorite. I also really like the chocolate brownie and the birthday cake. Going on to another salty snack. So this is something from Trader Joe's that I also buy every single time I go there. I love these. I eat the bags so quickly, but there's not really that many servings. So this is the sour cream and onion rings. These are rice and lentil snacks. For the serving of 1 ounce, it's about 24 pieces and it's only 3 points on WW. It's 130 calories, 6 grams of fat, and 4 grams of protein. And they are also gluten-free, but to me, they kind of taste like croutons. Like they kind of have the consistency of croutons. They're crunchy, but they're ring shaped like this. And they have a really good sour cream and onion flavor. They're not very similar to pitos, which I also love pitos. but these are just really good. They're super flavorful and I buy these all the time, like I said. Then another sweet item that I love is, I'm not even gonna save it for last because you guys already know it's coming, Like Air Pancake Puffcorn. This stuff is so good. It's getting harder to find. I usually would get it from Sam's Club, although I got this from Woodman's, I wanna say, or Meijer. I don't remember where I got this one, but they are popping up in different stores, and this is just a really good, satisfying, sweet snack that just melts in your mouth. The serving is 3 cups for 150 calories. It's got 9 grams of fat, a gram of protein, and it's 6 points on WW. And sometimes I'll just have a half serving if I just want a little, but this stuff is very addicting. I do recommend portioning it out because it's very easy to just keep eating it. But this has been one of my favorite desserts on my journey, and we've gone through so many bags of this stuff. It is ridiculous. We used to buy the giant ones from Sam's that were like just ridiculous and go through them so quickly. So that's been one of my favorite desserts. I eat that multiple times a week and still just one of my favorites all year. Okay, then the next salty snack I'm talking about is Skinny Pop. So we buy these bags like this from Sam's Club, and this is something that we started buying from the start of our journey. I used to bring these every day to work, actually. I'd bring an egg cup and then these and an apple. Like I would have the same meal for lunch at work, but I always had a bag of Skinny Pop. So for this bag, it's 3 points. It's 100 calories, 7 grams of fat. It's got a gram of protein, and I don't know, it's just a really good salty option. Like I said, I used to eat them a ton in the beginning of my weight loss journey, and then I kind of stopped. I got a little burned out, and then this past year we started buying them a lot again, and I've just been eating them like crazy. It's one of my favorite go-to just quick salty snacks. For 3 points, it's not bad. It's something I could take hiking or if I'm gonna be like out running errands or something, but also it's something I like to just snack on if I'm at the house. They also have a butter flavor that's really good. I used to buy the big bag from Sam's. I bought it a couple times this year, but haven't had it in a while. But we've been buying these consistently from the start of this year, and I've been eating them a lot. Only 3 points, and like I said, just another salty snack. Okay, the next sweet thing that has been one of my top purchased sweet snacks this year, cookies and cream Bear Bells. So Bear Bells, again, are something I've been eating throughout my journey. I repurchase them all the time. I get them from Trader Joe's, Amazon, or straight off the Bear Bells website. But for some reason this year, cookies and cream has been my all-time favorite flavor. And it's funny because when we first tried them, I didn't like cookies and cream. I liked caramel cashew and salty peanut. But now all of a sudden, this is like my favorite. I think it's just really sweet, and I don't know, I like the texture of it. It's got little crunchies on the outside, and it's dipped in chocolate, and I just look forward to having these. I like to have them after the gym, or sometimes I'll even have them as dessert because they taste like a candy bar. I also really like the Creamy Crisp. I would say that's the next one that I bought the most of this year. But cookies and cream, it is 200 calories for one. It's got 7 grams of fat and 20 grams of protein, and it scans as 4 points on WW, but when I enter the nutrition, it says it's 6 points. But the only difference is like 3 carbs with like the typed info and then label info. So I don't know how that could be 2 points of a jump. So I usually just track it as 5 points now, and that's just what works for me. But those are my favorite. I get the whole box like that from Trader Joe's of the cookies and cream, and yeah, like I said, they have a ton of other flavors and you can order them online. I really prefer the cookies and cream. And actually Adam agrees with me on that this year. He's been eating that one the most as well. The next salty snack I want to talk about is Hippies. So we tried these in a snack review, and then we just kept buying all the different flavors because we started liking them all so much. But I think the white cheddar is definitely my favorite, and it's actually vegan white cheddar, so dairy-free. These are plant-based protein, and for the serving of 20 pieces, it's only 3 points on WW. It's 130 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, and 4 grams of protein. And another salty option that I've just been eating a lot this year. So in the start of my journey, I used to always buy the white cheddar Cheeto Puffs that were like the natural baked ones or whatever, but I kind of stopped buying those. I got burnt out. And then when I found these, they kind of reminded me of them, but I actually like these better because they have a little more crunch to them. And yeah, I just like all the flavors that they have. They have a sriracha I really like, a barbecue, but the white cheddar is definitely my favorite. They're pretty easy to find. I usually find them at Walmart, Meijer. I don't know if they're at Target, but a lot of different stores carry them, and I love Hippies. So that's been a really good low point salty snack that I can have. If I'm having like a wrap or something, I'll just have a portion of those with it, or just like as a snack throughout the day. Okay, the next sweet thing that I want to talk about is Nuts and More. So again, if you've been following me for a little bit, I have been loving Nuts and More for a long time now, and they've got so many good flavors. I use them the most for apple nachos, but I also just like to have them with apples or on toast. Adam likes to put them on rice cakes. I think I just have them the most with apples. But Toffee Crunch is one of my favorite flavors to use for apple nachos because it's a little runnier, whereas the chocolate chip cookie dough is pretty thick. and it's got a lot of chocolate chips in there. But this one's easier to just kind of like have with slices of apple, whereas this one I can kind of drizzle on my nachos. So usually they're anywhere from like 5 to 6 points for 2 tablespoons. So pretty similar to regular peanut butter. However, they are higher in protein. They have less sugar. The serving is 190 calories for 2 tablespoons, 12 grams of fat, and 9 grams of protein. And I just use these almost every single night. So that I usually just order off the Nuts and More website, but they also are for sale in some random like grocery stores and like Vitamin Shop. So sometimes we will run to Vitamin Shop and get them if we run out and didn't order it. But I really like to have those as just a sweet option at night. I love peanut butter. And actually after having normal peanut butter, after being so used to Nuts and More for years, I prefer Nuts and More over the peanut butter that I had. We had gotten it for some recipe that I made Adam for his birthday. And then when we tried the plain peanut butter again, it was so weird how different it was from the Nuts and More, and we actually just preferred the Nuts and More. But anyway, that's been something I have eaten all year. Tons. I've gone through so many containers of Nuts and More. I think my favorite flavor right now is actually the cookies and cream, which is one of their newer flavors. It's got little chunks of cookies in it, like Oreo. But I also really like the birthday cake. That one's really sweet. The toffee crunch, salted caramel, chocolate chip cookie dough, and actually the dark chocolate peanut butter is my favorite in yogurt. So I've actually started adding it to my yogurt bowls as well, usually just like a tablespoon serving, which is only like 2 to 3 points depending on the flavor, and it adds a lot to my yogurt. Okay, the last salty snack I'm talking about is the Mighty Spark Honey Jalapeno Chicken Stick. So again, if you've been following me for a little bit now, I talk about these all the time in my grocery hauls, but also just like whenever we go hiking, I bring one. Whenever I'm just running out, I actually just had one before I filmed this because I just wanted a quick snack. These are 2 points for one of them. It is 60 calories and 6 grams of protein for one. They're gluten-free and they do have a few other flavors, but the honey and jalapeno is my favorite. It is so good. It's got just a little sweetness and then there's little chunks of jalapeno in it. It's not like spicy, but sometimes it'll be like a little kick to it, not anything crazy. But yeah, if you can find these, I actually did find them on Amazon as well. This is my favorite snack and it's only 2 points for one. Out of all of the different like chicken and turkey sticks that we've tried with Chomps, Vermont, I can't even think of all the brands right now, Nick sticks, like we've tried so many. This one by far is my favorite and has been the one I've purchased the most this year. I found it a little bit later in the year, but I haven't stopped buying it since. Okay, and then the last sweet thing I want to talk about is skinny dipped. So I love chocolate covered nuts and just nuts in general. I love cashews and almonds, peanuts. I really like trail mix and these are so good. So the whole point of them is that they're meant to be just quickly skinny dipped in chocolate as opposed to like normal chocolate covered nuts that are like crazy coated like the picture as you can see. So usually they're like a thick layer of chocolate. These are just meant to be like a little coating so that you can have a bigger serving with like less sugar, but it's still super satisfying and just so good. And my all-time favorite is definitely the salted caramel cashews. They're dark chocolate salted caramel, like this made for me. I love this so much. I cannot get over how much I love these cashews. And I've gotten so many bags of them this year because they're just one of my favorite desserts. Like after I'll have my apple after dinner, I'll just grab a serving of these and I'm set for the night. They're perfectly sweet, perfectly satisfying. The serving for an ounce is about 12 cashews. It's 140 calories, 9 grams of fat, 4 grams of protein, and it's 6 points for that serving. And then these ones that are the super dark and sea salt almonds, these are 5 points for the serving, 130 calories and 5 grams of protein. So just a good option if you like chocolate covered nuts especially, but they have so many different flavors as well. They've had, one of my favorites actually was the strawberry lemonade almonds, which I think that's just like a summer flavor, although we stocked up on a few bags because they were on sale at Fresh Time. But we buy pretty much all the different flavors and eat them all. I really do enjoy them and it's become a staple to have these. I always have some type of skinny dip nuts in my house. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like I said, if you've been following me a while, you probably have seen me talk about all these snacks a lot, but these were my top snacks of 2022. These are the ones I bought the most, I ate the most. I never got sick of any of them and I probably won't get sick of them going into 2023 either. And I'm excited because a lot of these brands too release like different flavors and stuff. So I'm hoping maybe there will be some new ones in 2023, but we will see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.